Hey everyone, how's it going? We are back with some more Phoenix Wright, and this might be the last stream. The last stream of Phoenix Wright, the whole trilogy. We've gone so far. I think. Wait, let me think about it a little bit. I think this was one of the first games I started when one of the first things that I started when I first started streaming. I think the whole trilogy. I want to say it's been over 2 years since I started this. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to. I'm kind of curious now. I'm gonna have to go back to the first one. I'm pretty sure I have it uploaded on YouTube, so I'm gonna know there when was that I started this. But yeah, it's been a long time since I started, and now I think it's coming to an end. I think it all points to that. So yeah, let's just keep this going. We just saved Maya, and now we're trying to find out who was the murderer of Misty. Which I have a theory that might be Pearls or someone that Pearls was channeling. I don't know. I even thought of Mia, but I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. Everything will be clear after this. I hope. I don't know. Is it gonna end on a cliffhanger? I don't know. We'll see. Now then, before we proceed any further, I'm going to announce the result of the test we had performed earlier. So that the plot should be. Who was that with that? Misty, right? Or my Misty? Test? Yeah, from the knife dummy you forgot. Yes, test on the bloody dagger that was found stuck in the pine tree. Oh yeah, that. I totally forgot about it. Was the weapon that Maya Fey used when she fought with the victim. So what are the results? Was it the victim's blood, or... Due to time constraints, a full test wasn't possible, however, okay. There's one thing we can say with certainty. The blood that was on this dagger was not the victim's blood. Oh. I don't think that blood changes when you channel someone, right? That would be weird. Okay. And that is all. Now then, let's restart this trial. So it wasn't Misty's blood on the dagger. So Maya then? And whose was it? Found stuck in a pine tree in the inner temple garden. The blood doesn't match the victim's. Okay. I'm sure both the defense and the prosecution know this, but this trial is rapidly coming to a close. Both sides will need to show some firm evidence with their claims. I understand, Your Honor. From what I've heard, the witness is dangerously weak, physically speaking, so let's finish this quickly. Alright, you're gonna call Maya after she was channeling Dahlia for all that time. Agreed? Very well. Please bring in the last witness. Witness, please tell us your name and profession. Maya Fey. My profession is, I'm the assistant manager at Wright & Co. Law Offices. Maya. According to the magazine I have here, you're a spirit medium of the Korean channeling technique? I'm frightened. The Fae clan. I don't want any more to do with it. Oh Maya, the pain the Fae bloodline causes must be unbearable. Very well. Now then, Miss Faye. When the event occurred, you were in the garden of the inner temple. And you witnessed the moment of Miss Elisa Snape's murder. This is correct. I'm thinking again about the Mia theory that I was talking about earlier. What if Mia channel or Pearl's channel Mia and Mia was trying to protect Maya, so she killed Misty without, I don't know if she knew that Misty was Misty. I don't know. It's just theory. Let's keep going. This is correct. I didn't see any. Straighten up this instant, young lady. Huh? Pick your head up and speak clearly. There's always time for crying later. But your mother was killed right in front of your eyes. There's nothing you can do to change that fact. Alright. Savage, but true. Okay, just checking the mic because I don't want to have another accident like like yesterday when it fell. Okay. But there's something you can do. You can finish this. You've been watching the whole thing, right? You've seen the witnesses come out and you've seen us squeeze the truth out of them. Now it's your turn. Let's hear your testimony. On the night of the crime, what exactly did you see happen? Witness, if you please. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, my at the inner temple. I was passing through the garden on the way to a spare prep room when it happened. Suddenly, someone struck me over the head. I stumbled and ended up against the stone lantern. I think I screamed, "Help me!" Then something warm splashed over me. That's when I lost consciousness. Something warm. So you're struck on the head. I suppose it must have been this stuff. Maya, the person who hit you. It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? I'm sorry, Nick. I couldn't see. I don't know who it was. Maya, think hard. Sorry, Nick, but I really couldn't. Huh. Can't say it wasn't an especially good night for young ladies to be walking around alone. It seems that it will be hard to determine the criminal through the testimony alone. Very well then, Mr. Wright, please begin your cross-examination. Maya, hang in there. She doesn't look well at all. Poor Maya. She's been through some shite. At the inner temple. Passing through the garden, on the way to a spare prep room when it happened. Press. Who else was in the inner temple side that night? Well, Sister Bikini, of course. But I remember her saying that Iris would be coming later as well. On the day after the incident, Edgeworth met Bikini at Tasakura Temple. That means she couldn't be the criminal. So then did Iris actually come later, like she said? Well, let me think. Seems confused. It's probably because she's so tired. No, I'm sure I didn't see her. She must have come while I was preparing for the training. Okay, suddenly someone struck me over the head. Who did it? Who hit you? Well, I didn't see who it was. I was hit from behind. I didn't see the person. After that, your attacker was in front of you. How could you not see who it was? Oh, let me think for a sec. I'm sorry, I just can't remember. He's really having a hard time. What should I do? I don't want to press her against Maya, but kinda have to, I feel. Okay. Come on, Maya, this isn't making sense. Why didn't you see this person? Well, let me think. It was... Oh yeah, that's right. It was dark, that's it. It was dark. Yeah, we clarified this before. Yeah. It's not good to have too much light around when someone is undergoing spiritual training. No, I thought they were on the... Oh, they were in the training hall. Never mind. We were talking about the... what's it called? The other part that I forget the name of. Not the ski bridge. This one. The stone lantern at the inner temple. The garden. Right. But yeah. Come to think of it, there was earlier testimony to that effect as well. So they were in the garden. I'm confused with the location of all this. Boy was struck in the garden on the night of the crime, which is why she didn't see her attacker. I thought maybe she was trying to hide something, but I guess not. Judging by the testimony thus far, the identity of the attacker was most likely the spirit that was channeled by Elisa's nymph, Talia Hawthorne. Very well, please continue with your testimony. What happened after you were stuck on a head? I stumbled and ended up against the stone lantern. Wait. Yeah, press on that. What happened afterwards? My attacker was in front of me, blocking off my escape. You think? After getting hit like that, I was in a state of panic. There were only two things rolling around in my mind at the time. Well, oh, this is beginning to get interesting. So what were the two things rolling around in your mind? My name is Maya Fey, 1 + 1 = 2. Those are the two things? See, for some crazy reason I was afraid I was going to lose my memory. I know it's odd considering my life was in danger, but that's how it was. Wait, so did she write Maya then on the thing? That's not odd at all. Your actions are understandable given the circumstances. So, what did you do then? I think a scream helped me. Okay. I think you screamed, but you're not sure. Listen, I was a complete wreck. It was dark and I couldn't see my attacker. Was it a man, a woman, an adult, a child? I had no idea. I was scared out of my wits. Believe me, my dear, I'm certain I would have soiled my ropes. Okay. I thought this person might attack me, so I... Anyway, I'm pretty sure I screamed. I thought that it was my last hope. Wow, it sounds like poor little Maya really was out of her mind. But I wonder what she meant by last hope. What do? Do I press her for more details? What did she scream? Wait and see. Sure. My last hope. Wait a minute, Maya. What's this my last hope stuff? What? What do you mean by your last hope? No. That's what you said. You said my last hope. Huh? What? I said what? Look, you were facing an attacker that you couldn't see and you screamed, right? You screamed, help me. Oh, yeah? Did you justify that you screamed that because you thought it was your last hope? Oh, well, you know, that's like, what do you call it when that happens? Mine's not doing so well up there. Oh, yeah, oh, that's right. I remember now. I was facing my attacker, but that's not who I was screaming at. She was saying help me to someone else. Okay. What did you say? Yeah, that's right. It was the person behind my attacker that I was yelling at. That's why I was screaming to for help. Yeah. What is it now? I messed up. I didn't mean to let that slip out. Huh. Oh, okay. Maybe it was me. Witness, are you absolutely sure of what you're saying? Behind the attacker, there was another person. I meant to keep that part secret. What have I done? Oh, it takes a ton of pressure to make a diamond. That's what I always say. ton of pressure. You're in a court of law here. You can't make things up or try to hide things in this chamber. Okay. Witness, the information you just presented is vital to the case. I want you to add it to your testimony. Okay. You see a man behind my attacker by the light of the stone. A man? By the light of the stone lantern. A man. A man? Who was this man? Well, you see, I couldn't see. Okay, you couldn't see. She's used this excuse twice now. Well, you know, lantern light isn't very bright. Lantern light, did you say? There's a great big stone lantern in the garden. They always light it when an acolyte is there for training. Hey, you know what they say? Under the lantern, darkness reigns. So I could see the person that was further away, but not my attacker, who was closer. Plus, there weren't any other light sources in the garden at the time. Wait, she's saying she saw him. I'm confusion. I'm confusion. Oh, okay, that didn't. Okay, that didn't work for me. Then something warm splashed over me. Okay, you don't mean, was it? I didn't know it at the time, but I think it was probably blood. She's saying that's when Mystic's name was channeling Dahlia. Okay, was stabbed in the back by the killer. At that moment, I was paralyzed with fear. I was just sitting there in the snow. I'm sure blood got on everything around me. Okay. That's when I lost consciousness. So what happened next? I don't remember. Or were you saved? You don't even remember that. No. I haven't got any idea. I really don't know what happened at all. That's too bad. I worked side by side with Maya for 2 years now. Pretty much. We've been working for her 2 years. You can tell she's trying to hide something by how she acts. And right now, I'm absolutely certain she's hiding something. Yeah, she's not a good liar. We know that. I'm guessing maybe I have to do something with the man thing. Behind my dagger by the light of the stone lantern. Then we established that it wasn't on. Was not lit the diagram. Said that it was on though. Okay. I think that's the thing. The light of the stone lantern. Yeah. So there was a man standing behind your attacker. Yeah. That man. He's the killer. He stabbed her from behind. He's the one who killed Listic's nymph, otherwise known as Misty Faye, your mother. The killer... Maya. You know who killed your mother, don't you? What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright? To be frank, Your Honor, I'm Nick. I mean, not Frank. But anyway, I think she is in shock and quite confused. Sorry, bad pun. That's why she hasn't noticed a huge problem with her testimony. What do you mean? What problem? Maya. On the night of the crime, that Stolander was out of commission. Huh? What? It's true. There was no light anywhere in the garden that night. No. Order in the court. Mr. Goddard, explain this. Bruh, this judge, where is he? Is he not listening to all the trial so far? Oh my god, why do we have to explain it every time? Add the pureness of milk to the perfect clear darkness of coffee stir. That is the state of the witness mind right now. A cup of café au lait. Café au lait? Is that even legal? What? Mr. Troit's words are the milk and you are the spoon, Your Honor. I'm a spoon. I'm no spoony bard. I'll have you know. You must have noticed it too, Troit. His witness mental state is highly unstable right now. It's not hard to understand why she would make a little mistake like that. Sorry, but that's not going to cut it. What did you say? If there truly was no light in the garden, then there's a fatal contradiction in the witness' last bit of the testimony. Nick. May I? Recall the witness' statement about her attacker. She said that she didn't know if it was a man or a woman, an adult or a child. And yet, the witness could describe a person that was standing behind her attacker, and she quite clearly described him as a man. Yeah, in other words, that would have to mean that Maya actually saw our Mr. Person, despite it being so dark that she couldn't see the face of her own attacker. No! Okay. Order. What in the world does this all mean, Mr. Wright? Are you saying Miss Faye saw the real killer under pitch black conditions? Objection! Troit, do you have any idea what you're proposing? How could she even see? How could she have seen in the dark? There was no other light source at the scene. The bridge was burning. There are some things that you can only see in the dark, Mr. Koda. Maya, you did see who the killer was in the dark. And now, you're trying to cover for him. Cover? For the man that killed her mother? There's only one conclusion I can draw from this. It's covering up for Mia. I mean, it all adds up for me. I don't know, I might be wrong, but I don't know. Kind of makes sense if that's the case. But I mean, Mia's dead, so I don't think she can go to jail anyway. Or Perils, if she was channeling her, because she's a minor. So I think she's safe anyway. You know who this man is. Well, we're talking about a man still, so I don't know, that makes me doubt. Maybe I'm just talking out of my ass. Please, Nick. I don't know anything. Please, I'm begging you. Huh. You talk a good game, Troy, but let's see if you can walk the walk. Oh, it was pitch black, so what could the witness see? I'm calling your bluff. No, Nick, don't. Please, stop. Oh man, why is that set on protecting this guy? I want to say because I don't know, I feel like something's coming. Something important. Man who murdered Maya's long lost mother. But I can't let him get away with it. I'm a lawyer, an officer of the court. I'm here to find the truth. Oh man, Nick is ruthless. Alright, Mr. Wright, time to show us what you got. Who was this person that you say Miss Face saw in the dark? Oh shit. They're talking about a man, so that confuses me. It's only 2 men here. Or 3, but it's not gonna be, or 4, I can't even count. I mean, Larry, no, he was on the other side when it burned, so it couldn't be Larry. He's not thick, but yeah. Koda, doubt it. Miles, no. He wasn't even the Contra thing at that time. Um, I don't know if it was a man. I kind of want to say Mia. Is Mia somewhere? Yeah, Mia's there. I don't know, it's my theory. Or pearls. I don't know, I'm not gonna say Mia. I'm gonna stick to my theory. I don't know. Looks like you've proven a well-known fact. The fact that people really can't see in the dark. You're just the man I thought you were. You should try a nice sweet cafe all late at least. Oh. Oops. My bad. Well, my theory is wrong, yes. I'm sure she saw the killer in the dark. But the answer is clear. What is visible in the dark? Wait, I'm gonna reload. What is visible in the dark? What does that mean? A man visible in the dark. What is visible in the dark, he said? Goat's eyes? I don't really know. Who was this person? I'm confused now. What is visible in the dark, he said? Lightning? I don't know. I'm so confused. Let's say Goda. It's not Goda. Let's see if something happens. Wait, was that it? Is that really it? Because it was pitch black, Miss Faye was able to recognize the killer easily. I'm sure the girl would like to see for itself how this is possible. Yes? What? But how do you propose to show us something like that? Are they gonna turn off the light there and see Goda's eyes? That's what's gonna happen. Okay. Just need to recreate the conditions of that night. Conditions? So, wow, that threw me off. Was it Goda? Goda? The hell? Okay, I was not expecting that if that's the case. Your Honor, the defense officially requests that all lights in this courtroom be turned off. Okay, we accepted that, I guess. Oh, this is, but it can't be. Huh. This man's. That was a pretty cool. That was a nice bit of deduction try. That was a cool shot there. I like it. Well, everyone. This is the man Maya saw on the night of the murder. Order, order, order! prosecutor got it. What is the meaning of this? Surely you must be shocked to hear yourself accused of such a thing. Why aren't you denying it? Huh. Your Honor, you're asking the wrong person. What do you mean by that? If you've got a question, ask the witness. That's one of my rules. Well, Maya, how about it? What you saw that night? Was it 3 glowing red lights? Well, witness, answer the question. You're wrong. I never saw that. Maya. I thought the person that stabbed my mother was a man for a totally different reason. What? Okay, okay. Stop your chattering, Your Honor. What? You're chattering? If it's worth asking, ask the witness. That's one of my rules. You just said that. Alright. Well then, let's continue with the testimony. Please tell us how you knew the killer was a man. Yes, Your Honor. I didn't realize it until after I woke up, but... Okay. The killer? When I came to, I was just lying there on the training hall floor. By the time I got back to the garden, the place had totally changed. The torches were lit, and the body was gone. And all of the snow around the stone lantern had been carefully cleaned up too. Since the person did all that work alone, I just assumed it was a man. Oh, okay. That's kind of sexist, but okay. I mean, you have to carry a body. You have to be strong for that, but I don't know. So it was after the crime took place that the witness came to think the killer was a man. Yes, that's right. I'm sorry, Your Honor. No need to apologize. It's as Mr. Cota said, you're utterly exhausted. It's only natural that you would be a little confused. Also, if you consider the situation you described, it doesn't seem too much of a stretch to assume the culprit was a man. Mr. Wright, proceed with your cross-examination. Okay. The killer. Okay, so when it came to, I was just lying there on the training hall floor. So you lost consciousness when you were in the garden, is that right? Yes, I think it happened when the victim was stabbed. So then the person that carried you into the inner temple could only have been the killer. Coda is just saying nothing. That's what I think too. So the killer carried Maya into the inner temple. By the time I got back to the garden, the place had totally changed. Naturally, the killer must have done it, right? Yes, I think so. But why would the killer tamper with the crime scene like that? There must have been something that the killer desperately wanted to hide. I don't know. Looks like she doesn't have enough confidence. I think I need to gather some more information before I ask her again. Okay. Torches were lit and the body was gone. The torches were lit. Yes, that's how I noticed that the whole scene had changed. I'm going to say it was the killer who lit the torches. I mean, who else could it be? The killer probably lit them since it'd be impossible to do any cover-up work in the dark. However, if that's true, there's one thing that still bothers me. Why did the killer go to the effort of moving the body? That's true, it's hard to see how that would be of any advantage to the killer. The only one who would gain anything from that would be the only person that was at the inner temple, Maya. Okay. Very well, let me hear some more about the condition of the crime scene. And all the snow around the stone ladder had been carefully cleaned up too. You're saying the killer cleaned up the snow. It did look really odd. Yeah, that just patch of nothing. The snow was removed in an unnatural looking rectangular shape around the lantern. There were a lot of shovels around the inner temple, but they're all really heavy, way too heavy for me to use. An odd fellow indeed, this killer. Why on earth would anyone want to take snow away? If there was blood? Oh. Well, there's one thing I can think of. Didn't you say that a lot of the victims' blood spread into the snow? Yeah. The area I collapsed in ended up being splattered. In other words, the killer's purpose was to hide the bloody snow. I think that's the most reasonable explanation. Perhaps. However, there's something that's bothering me. If the killer just wanted to hide the snow with blood on it, there was no need to remove that amount. That's true. He could have scooped up just the snow that was stained with blood. Well, he was there, I don't know. At least that there are some mysteries behind this issue. But I think this will help explain them. Since the person did all that work alone, I just assume it was a man. Okay. So you're saying that you never saw the killer, right? Yes. But earlier you very clearly stated that you saw a man behind your attacker. Nick, I'm sorry. The killer certainly went through a lot of trouble. Moving the body, by pendulum, manipulating the crime scene. But for what purpose? Why do all that? Maybe Maya knows more than she's letting on. When I came to... okay. What the hell do I do with this? It's just lying there on the training hall floor. By the time I got back to the garden, the place totally changed. Bridges were lit, but it was gone. All the snow around the never had been carefully cleaned up too. The person did all the work long, just assume it was a man. Okay. Okay. What do I do then? Let's go to the temple. Do. I'm not sure what to do here. So then what? This is I went through a lot of trouble with the body. Why do all that? I'm confused. I don't know what to do. I have no idea what to do next. The snow around the stone ledger has been carefully cleaned up. Yeah, that's... I don't really have a photo of that. Okay. I'm not sure what to do. I might Google this, but I'm gonna see if I can just see part of the solution. Maybe just a statement I need to do something about. Because I'm completely lost in this one, and I don't have a lot of chances to be trying everything. So, okay. Oops. Here we go. Oops. Alright. I hit the mic stand. Okay. The killer testimony. Wait, I think I need to keep pressing stuff. Okay. Hold on. I think I need to keep pressing a little bit more. Okay. Naturally, the killer must have done it, right? Yes, I think so. But why would the killer tamper with the crime scene like that? It must have been what the killer desperately wanted to hide. The truth is, when I saw the crime scene, I felt something. Oh, okay. You did? Wait, give me a second. I go back to the stream on my phone to check if everything's going alright. Okay. We good. You did? Yes, I felt like the killer was hiding the evidence for me, for my sake. What hiding it for you? Everyone knew that I was the only one at the inner temple that night. If Sister Bikini had come back and looked at the garden, she may have thought that you had done it. No, she definitely would have thought so. And you're saying that's why the killer cleaned up the crime scene to make it look like nothing had happened? Yes, I'm sure of it. Okay. Well, that's certainly an important piece of information. I want you to add that to your testimony. Yes, Your Honor. Okay. It was for my sake that the killer cleaned up the evidence of what had happened. Okay, pressing on that one. They did it for your sake. Well, if the body and the blood hadn't been removed, I would have immediately been the prime suspect, right? Yes, I suppose that's true. Yeah, and if that happened, the body would have caused some other problems too. If her real identity had come out right then, it would have been terrible. Okay. Master Grain killed by own daughter. I don't think Maya would have been able to handle it. But still, it's rather difficult to fathom the killer's motives. What reason is there to go through that much trouble to protect you? Okay. Again, I mean, for her sake. I don't know, man. I'm not quite giving up on the Mia theory just yet. Okay. Oh, it was for her sake. What was this again? Man, to run immediately, I suppose that's true. But it would have caused some other problems too. Master rank, blah 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 blah. Okay, we see something different here. The killer sits anyone to a lot of trouble, moving the body, blah blah. I don't know, maybe if you keep pressing seal this kind of thing. Right, so then the person will carry you into the inner temple. Then the killer. Okay. Okay, I'm pressing again on this one. Whether the killer must have done it. I think so, but why would the killer tamper with the crime scene like that? Must have been something that the killer desperately wanted to hide. You don't know? Truth is, I saw the crime scene, I felt something. I think it was for my sake. Torches were lit. Torches were lit. Yes, that's how I noticed. Okay. Okay, go to that for removing the body. So it's hard to see how it would be any advantage. Very well, let me hear some more about the condition. Okay. Go clean up the snow. Okay. I'll follow this killer runner. Okay. Gotta pick this blood sprayed. Yeah, only the bits. Okay. Some mysteries. Okay. No. Never saw the killer. Okay. I think there's more pressing that I need to do. I need to present something probably on that new statement. I think it was for my sake that the killer cleaned up the evidence of what had happened. They didn't clean the... I'm gonna save and try that by myself before I go looking into the guide again. I'm gonna try with the thing, this one. Didn't clean that bit, did they? Okay. The body of Alex's name was carried all the way to Hasakar Temple's courtyard. Then at the garden, the real scene of the crime, the snow that we suspect was covered in blood, was scooped up and removed. Yeah, but it didn't clean the blood on the thing. It's reasonable to believe all this was done in an attempt to hide the true crime scene. However, there's still one matter that seems somewhat odd. Oh, and what would that be? You must have figured it out by now. Oh, right, this guy can't even see the writing on the thing. You're right by now, Mr. Goddard. It's the message written in the blood on the lantern. The blood on the lantern. It was written very clearly on the white stone lantern. Maya. Ah. The killer was so motivated to protect Maya from suspicion. Then why didn't they wipe the writing of the lantern? Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that it said Maya too, so it was... That's pretty incriminating, I would say. Oh, you're right. Yes, I am Phoenix Wright. Order. But Mr. Wright, isn't it a fact that the killer was trying to cover up the crime scene? Indeed, but it doesn't make much sense to move the body and remove the bloody snow, then not wipe off the most incriminating thing of all, the bloody writing. True. If that's the case, do you have an explanation for the killer's mysterious behavior? Why would this killer move the body and remove all that snow, but then leave the bloody writing on the lantern? I don't know what the killer's plan was. Oh, sleepy one. But it's a fact It's a fact that the killer left the writing on the lantern. There must be a reason for it. Well then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your opinion. Why did the killer leave the message written in blood on the lantern? I'm gonna save, I know that. Most the reason is for all the marbles. Okay. Why did the killer leave the message written in the blood on the lantern? The killer wrote it to pin the crime on Maya. The killer didn't notice it. Oh? Wait. If the killer didn't notice it, it could have been Kodak. I'm pinning the thing on Kodak again. If Kodak didn't know that. To pin the crime on Maya? I'm gonna say the killer didn't notice it. I think we're gonna point to Kodak again if this is the right answer. Prosecutor Kodak, earlier in this trial you gave me some good advice. Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth. Maybe you're not as dumb as I thought. The real killer wanted to disguise the fact that a crime had occurred there. If that's the case, they wouldn't have left the bloody writing on the stone lantern on purpose. Therefore, it must mean that they didn't notice it. But that doesn't make any sense. Wait. Maya... I don't know. Did Koda do it? I don't know, I'm confused. But that doesn't make any sense. The torches were all lit and everything. There's no way any normal person would miss something as glaring as that. Well... Mr. Red Eyes here can't see red, apparently. You're right, there is no way any normal person would. What are you trying to say, Mr. Wright? There's only one person involved in this incident who could have missed seeing the bloody writing altogether. And who would that be? Who is the person that could have failed to notice the bloody writing? Well, that was easy. Koda. Mr. Koda, this is what you said yesterday. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. You can't see everything? Is that correct, Mr. Koda? This lantern was submitted as evidence today. I would like the Kurt to think back to the moment it was first presented. Yeah, he was sweating his ass off when we said there was something written on it. This lantern, there's something written on it. Why? It's written in blood. Nonsense. This lantern, it's as clean as a whistle. Mr. Godan, just admit it. There are certain colors you can't see, correct? Can't see red on a white background, can you? That's right. We went through this once more during the poisoning case at Tribulations. Oh, we did? I don't remember that. This is the apron the life of Miss Bird was wearing at the time, and somehow spilled coffee on it. Oh, something still bothers me, Mr. Koda. Why have you not explained the blood stain onto the car? I never noticed that. Blood stain? What blood stain would that be? Don't play games, prosecutor. The blood color stain is smeared all over the apron. That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about a blood stain. Okay, I don't remember. I don't feel like I realized at the time that it was because I couldn't see it. Or if he was acting, I don't know. You could see the coffee on the white apron, but you couldn't see the ketchup because it was red. Oh, it's strange. In a black and white photo, those letters would have appeared black to me. I wonder, why am I the only one that can't see them? So then, Mr. Goddard, are you admitting it? Are you admitting that you can't see the red writing on the lantern? No, no, yes, you're admitting it or not? Hey, Krabs, didn't you know? That's the reason why I don't drink red tea. Oh, okay. Alright. Wasn't sure about it until now, but I just can't believe it. Prosecutor Koda is the murderer. But there's no going back now. I finally figured out the truth. Have we? I don't know if that's it yet. Mr. Koda, the defense at this time formally accuses you. You are the murderer of Miss Elistic's name, also known as Misty Fate. It's hard to believe this may be true, however, once again Mr. Wright has brought up a disquieting fact about you. Huh. Just make sure you don't fill out the indictment in red ink cramps. Come on, what does a little graffiti make me into the killer? Besides, it's not like it's my name that's written here. I'm certain that the killer wasn't able to see the color red. This is rich. Do go on, try it. The answer is right there at the crime scene. In the snow. Oh, the thing that was there on the snow? You gonna see that either? The snow? How so? Well, for example, why did the killer move all that snow? Your Honor, you said it yourself. If he wanted to hide the bloody snow, why not take out just that area? Oh, because it didn't see what parts had the blood on it. Okay. Yes, why didn't he take just that area? Could it be? Yes, the killer couldn't see the red blood that had seeped into the snow. And so he had to remove all of the snow. He couldn't be sure of where the blood had landed, so he removed the whole area. Is it more likely that the killer couldn't see the blood because it was dark? Nope, not a chance. Torches were all lit. He would have been able to see just fine. It seems. But once again, this trial has taken an unexpected turn, to say the least. Can you explain this, Mr. Kodak? Okay. Hold it. Who's holding it? Maya? Wait just a minute. Maya? What is it, witness? Mr. Kodak isn't the killer. After all, he didn't even come to the inner temple until 2 days after the murder took place. He didn't show up until after that old bridge got fixed up. Why is he objecting? She's defending you, dummy. Maya. Can't testify to something like that. Oh. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he did clean the crime scene, but maybe he's not the murderer. I don't know. You can't testify to something like that. Why? What do you mean? I mean, what? Yeah. After the murder happened, you didn't even exist. She didn't. I'm afraid I don't follow. Are you senile, old man? We established this just a little while ago. Yes, she channeled Dahlia. After the murder, this witness was unconscious for a long time. Because she was channeling Dahlia Hawthorne. Oh, that's right. Please, Your Honor, let me add to my testimony. Nick, please listen to me. Maya, do you plan to cover for God no matter what the cost? If that's the case, then I've got no choice. Your Honor, let's hear her testimony. If it means we're going to hear the whole truth, I say we should not silence her. Oh, nicely done, Tribe. Very well, let's hear the witness testimony. Please tell us what happened at the inner temple after the murder. Yes, sir. After I woke up, I began channeling and my spirit left me as it were. But little Pearly was there at the inner temple too. Okay. After the incident. Pearly was also stuck on the inner temple site that night. Next morning she looked around but couldn't find anyone. The next day, when the bridge was finally fixed, she was in the spare prep room. That's when Mr. Goto arrived at the inner temple for the first time. He found Pearly first and cheered her right up. Weren't you like channeling at this point? How do you know all that? Who is this Pearly? That's my little cousin, Pearl Faye. So when did you hear about this? Oh, just a while ago. And I was in the medical office? I'm terribly sorry. But what you heard from someone else is simply not admissible as testimony. Why? Come on. Pearly would never tell a lie. So she's a way more honest person than I'll ever be. Well, smart mind. You always know the best things to say when you're under oath. Huh. Prosecution has no objection. We believe the witness. Mr. Goto, let's just move on to the cross-examination. If the defense has no objections. This is highly unusual, but, well, Mr. Wright, let's get this cross-examination started. Okay. After the incident. Okay, so Pearly was also stuck on the inner temple site that night. Okay. So where did you... do you... Wait, hold on. Where do you think... That's... a typo, right? That's not... That doesn't look right to me. Where did you think Pearl slept that night? Yeah, there's an extra do, I think. Where do you think? I don't know. In the spare prep room next to the training hall, I guess. There's a rule that you can't enter the training hall during an acolyte's training. But even so, why did she go to the inner temple in the first place? It seems that Pearl became very worried about Maya. She knew that the spiritual training I was about to undergo was very intense. Pearl was supposed to channel Dahlia Hawthorne, but she couldn't do it. That's why she headed to the inner temple. However, Dahlia Hawthorne was already there, possessing the body of Alistic's name. Yes. The next morning she looked around but couldn't find anyone. She searched the entire inner temple site end to end. Well, you see, Pearly gets pretty scared when she's alone, and there weren't that many places to look. She says that she even went back and forth several times. The inner temple site has two structures, training hall and a spare prep room. And there's also a storage shack, I think that's about it. There was a storage shack too. First was looking for other people, right? Would she have really examined a storage shack all that carefully? Well, if it was me, that would be the first place I would investigate. So that means it's possible that someone may have been hiding in the storage shack. Next day, when the bridge was finally fixed, she was in the spare prep room. First, didn't hear the sound of them working on the bridge. What do you mean? I was just wondering why she would stay in the prep room. If it was me, I'd at least go out and wait at the foot of the bridge. Oh, well, Pearly said she was sleeping at the time. She said she was so scared during the night that she couldn't sleep well and woke up a bunch of times. Poor little girl, all alone like that. Well, we know that she had at least one friend in the sacred cavern. Dahlia Hawthorne, who was busy battling with the trick lock. She couldn't let anyone see her, so she wouldn't have shown herself to Pearls. What happened after the bridge was finally fixed? Okay. So Mr. Goto arrived at the inner temple for the first time. So it was your first time on the inner temple side, Mr. Koda. That's funny. I'm imagining things, or did the difference ask me a question? Mr. Wright, please save your question for the witness. What you heard from someone else is simply not admissible as testimony. Those are your words, Your Honor. Touche, Mr. Wright. Oh well. What do you have to say, Mr. Koda? Hot nights and even hotter coffee. That's what I always say. If it hadn't have been for this case, I never would have visited there. A freezing cold temple in the mountains. I think I'll pass. So he had never visited Hasagara Temple or the inner temple, huh? Huh. You want to say something, tried. In any case, I have to find a crack in Goda's armor. Well, I could examine Maya, that is. Very well, please go on with your testimony. After fixing the bridge, the policeman came over to the inner temple side, right? Yes, then Mr. Goddard. He found Pearly first and cheered her right up. He cheered her up? That's what Pearly said. She said he was a very nice older gentleman. Thank you for looking after my cousin, Mr. Goddard. And here I was thinking you were nothing more than a coffee addict. Oh, cut it out. You're making me blush. This guy's really beginning to get on my nerves in more ways than one. The truth is, there aren't that many places to look on the inner temple side. The policemen were all busy going over the garden with fine-toothed combs. So I decided to carry out on this investigation in my own way, goated style. I'm the same way. I like to hand down verdicts in my own way, judge style. Maybe I should ask some questions, Phoenix style. Yeah, I should ask questions. Can I save first? Can I ask about cheering up Pearls? So you cheered Pearls up? When I found that little girl, the first thing she asked about was her cousin, Maya Faye. Really? The bridge had burned down and she was huddled up in that tiny shack with no heat. Even though she must have had a truly terrifying night out there. She asked about you before she said a thing about herself. Pearly, I noticed that you weren't anywhere on the inner temple side, but I couldn't find it in me to tell her that, so I gave her my last cup. With milk and sugar to hide the bitterness of the harsh truth. What a sweet story. He had a thermos of coffee. Why doesn't that surprise me? It's only one thing of any importance here. Where was Koda when the murder was taking place? He must have already been at the inner temple when it happened. Otherwise he couldn't have killed Elistic's name. Okay, wait, I want to go back to the last one. And ask for the other thing? Okay. Okay, Code's investigation. You said that you conducted an investigation of your own. Did you find anything? Looks like my investigation went about as well as yours tried. After all, I did miss the bloody writing on the lantern. Well, didn't miss it, so speak for yourself, Goggles. The only odd thing I discovered was the beauty in the training hall. Beauty? Misty Faye, naturally. Clad in her stunning Japanese garb, surrounded by the hue and aroma of Western taste. Oh, the gravy thing. Okay. Western taste? Could you find a stranger way to describe gravy? So from there, you headed for the prep room. Wait a sec. What did God just say? What did God say just now? I think I just found his proverbial weak spot. It's only one thing of any importance here. Where was God at? Otherwise he couldn't have go. Okay. Wait, hold on. And confusion. The weak spot. The gravy thing? Surface images. Obscure. Oh. How did he know that was Misty Faye? Couldn't even see it, it was under the gravy. Huh. I got you there, boy. Think. I'm gonna try that. Never mind. Check. No. Wait, what? Can I make it? Can I make her do a statement on that? From Pearly first and cheer her right up. Oh, the inner temple for the first time. Here, maybe here. There we go. Okay. Mr. Kodak, the first time you crossed Dusky Bridge and went into the inner temple was long before the murder took place. Why do you say that? Because he just made one fatal slip-up. The hanging scroll in the training hall. Hanging scroll? But Mr. Kodak is right, that scroll shows a picture of my mother. But you can't see it with the gravy. Maya, I know you know who it is, but here's something you didn't know. By the time the bridge had been repaired, 2 days after the murder, the hanging scroll in the training hall looked like this. What's that wonderfully delicious smell? The morning after the crime, someone covered it with gravy. Gravy? But why gravy, Nick? Because gravy was much more than a condiment to the culprit. Well, Mr. Kodak, if you really hadn't seen the hanging scroll until after the murder, you wouldn't have had any way of knowing that it was Misty Faye. Wait a minute, Nick. Yes. Take another look at the hanging scroll. Look at the top. That's the Misty Faye thing. You're gonna tell me that? Look at the top. There's a crest there. Ah, that is the mark of the master, correct? Exactly. So if you know the meaning of the mark, then you could guess that it was a picture of Mr. Faye on there. True, but Mr. Kodak described what was underneath like this. Clad in her stunning Japanese coat, oh, that's true. Surrounded by the hue and aroma of Western tastes. Yes, it's possible that he knew what the crest meant. However, he couldn't have known that she was wearing Japanese clothing. Mr. Kodak, on the day of the murder, you were hiding at the inner temple long before the crime took place. Wow, got him, boys. Okay. Can I ask you just one little thing, Troy? What is it? This whole theory of yours. It all rests on a certain assumption that I knew beforehand that a crime was going to be committed. That's right. Otherwise, there's no reason for him to sneak onto the crime scene. Of course, Mr. Kodak knew about the plan. Huh? What did you say? Oh shit. Ah shit, I couldn't say. Is it really possible that another person knew of that plan? Oh. Ah shit. Open once before. I'm gonna try that. This crime was actually planned over a year ago. Morgan Faye authored the plan for her daughter's future, and these instructions were hidden somewhere in the Faye Manor for a year. However, by the time Little Pearls found these instructions, they had already been unsealed. Unsealed? Yes, the killer had read these instructions long before Pearls ever found them. That's how he knew the crime was to take place at the Inner Temple. And you still insist this crafty killer is me? You bet I do. But you just said that the instructions were hidden. That's right. Mr. Gordon couldn't have known where the instructions were hidden. If he really wanted to know, he had one great chance to find out. Yes, and when was that? During a visit. Oh, wait a second. Okay, we're good. During a visit. A visit? Morgan Fay told her daughter Pearl about where the instructions were hidden. During one of her visits to the detention center. That would be the only time for someone to have learned where they were hidden. Eavesdropping on a visit at the detention center? Yes, it could be arranged if you were someone with easy access in and out of there. Like, for example, a prosecutor such as Mr. Koda. Okay. Order. Mr. Koda, you're under fire again. This murder could not have been carried out without prior knowledge. And you were the only one that could have acquired this information before the murder. Okay. Humans are afraid of the dark. And yet, at the same time, we're fascinated and bewitched by it. Maybe that's why humans drink the darkness that is coffee. I'm sorry for always asking, but what does that mean? It means there's a reason for everything. According to your theory, the killer in this case eavesdropped on a conversation during our jail visit where he learned of a hidden plan for a crime. After discovering the plans, he hid in the Inner Temple and waited for the crime to occur. Then he ultimately took a person's life. And he did all of that just to protect his witness. That's right. Okay. If you're accusing me of this crime, I have to ask you, why would I do this? This girl is nothing but a stranger to me. That's not true. You blame me for putting them in danger before, both of them, Mia and her. That is a big lie, Godot. I've got no reason to go through that kind of trouble to protect her. I am what you see. I am certainly not the type to rescue the damsel in distress. The killer's behavior is certainly extreme, for lack of a better word. Even considering that the killer wanted to protect this witness' life, his behavior is still a little too unnatural. However, you had a good reason, didn't you, Mr. Goda? An unshakable reason that forced you to protect this witness at all costs. I knew it. You figured it out, haven't you, Nick? Maya. I guess you were doing your best to cover for Goda for the same reason, huh? Okay. Okay, Trite, I'm all ears. Let's hear it. It's very simple. Maya Fey is a lot more than just a stranger to you. What's this? I'm gonna save here. I feel like you're gonna ask me who or how are they more than something. How did they have, what did they relate on? There's one person who lies at the very center of this whole story. Yep, it's Mia. Person that ties you and Maya Fey together inextricably, that's a word. Mia. There's a very good reason why Maya Fey's life is so precious to you. After all, she's Mia Fey's only sister. Mia Fey. You once worked alongside her. That was when you were a defense attorney. Oh, wait a second here. Mr. Goddard is a defense attorney? With your honor's piercing intellect, you must have figured it out by now. The real name of this man who calls himself Godard. His real name is Diego Armando. Isn't that right? Okay. The last time someone called me by that name was over 6 years ago. Diego Armando, that name rings a bell. It should, Your Honor. All of this is related to a single case. Yep. A case in which a convict named Terry Falls killed himself. Mia Fey's first time incurred the tragic outcome left a deep wound in her heart. She knew that behind it all was a heartless, scheming demoness in disguise. But in the end, Mia couldn't tear off that disguise. However, there was one man who reached out to help her. Diego Armando, a senior defense attorney at the office where Mia worked. It's my fault. It's all my fault that Mr. Falls killed himself. Mia. Can't cry yet. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. I was moved by her. The way she put all her faith in her clients, that pure sweet heart of hers. That's why I can never forget Dahlia Hawthorne. Mia and I thoroughly investigated that fake kidnapping incident. Then one fateful day, Dahlia wanted to meet with me. It had been 6 months since the trial. We met in the courthouse cafeteria. I just remembered. 6 years ago, right here in this courthouse, you were poisoned. Even I didn't see it coming. Dahlia Hawthorne slipped some poison into my coffee. Some newspapers at the time called it a murder, but very little information about the case was released to the press. But you weren't dead at all. No official reports ever actually called it a murder. I was just in a deep, deep coma. I see. My body shut down and my life became nothing but a long, deep sleep. That woman's poison did a real number on my central nervous system. I lost my sight and all my hair turned white due to the damage it caused. That's terrible. Apparently it was a miracle that I ever regained consciousness. 5 years had passed since I drank that poison brew. Then one morning my eyes flew open from the smell of a doctor's cup of coffee. 5 years? You were asleep for 5 years? And the worst possible news was waiting for me. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mia Fey was dead. From the very moment I opened my eyes, I had already lost everything I thought I had. The woman I loved had been murdered, and the woman I loathed had been sentenced to death. The woman you loathed? The woman who had spiked my scalding hot coffee, Dahlia Hawthorne. Huh, good old Mia. She didn't let me down. She got her revenge before she checked out. In the end, there wasn't anyone waiting for me when I woke up. That's so sad. Someone like me, or someone who had slept away their best days, there were only 2 reasons left to live. And it was for those 2 reasons that I decided to become a prosecutor. If I may ask, what were your 2 reasons to live? First was you tried. Huh? Me? If I hadn't drank that stupid poison, if I never would have died, much less the way she did. Yeah, he blames me for that, yeah. You were the only one who was there to protect her, but you let her die. It was all your fault. It wasn't like that. I wanted to see for myself what kind of a man you really were. So that's why you became a prosecutor? My other reason for living, she goes by the name of Maya Fey. Huh? You mean me? You are the only way I could make up for the sin of not saving Mia. 1 year ago, when the Crane Village incident was resolved, it was obvious that Morgan Fay was planning something. Whatever her evil plan was, I was determined to stop it. My role as a prosecutor put me in the perfect position to do something about her. That's how you overheard Pearl's visit with Morgan at the detention center. I knew that the time was drawing near. Since I knew the plan, I thought I could foil it. My goal was to outwit the plan. I thought if I could do that, I could keep that girl from being caught up in it. That makes sense. Oh me, I wanted to go to jail now. He was protecting Maya. If Pearls had known that the actual purpose of the plan was to kill Maya, she never would have helped. He never would have helped out. Finally, the day of the plan was drawing near. I contacted both of my accomplices. Accomplices? Yeah, probably... what's her face? Iris. Iris is one for sure. And Alice? No, not Alice's name? No. Who's the other one? Yes, both of them. Iris of Kasagura Temple and Misty Faye. I especially needed the help of Iris. She was to take the fall in my backup plan in case we couldn't control Faye. But how do you contact my mother? She had been missing for almost 20... Oh, never mind, that's Maya, not Golden. She had been missing for almost 20 years. Officially, yes. What do you mean officially? You've heard about it, haven't you? About the strong ties between the main family and the government. Now that you mention it, Bikini did say something to that effect. I don't remember that. He said that the Master of Crane had great authority. Even without her official position, Mr. Faye still wielded great influence. The police have been keeping an eye on her movements all this time. That's how I was able to contact her. Again, because of my position as a prosecutor. So my mother was cooperating with you? Don't even forget. Don't ever forget. No matter how far away from you she was, she never stopped thinking about you. She was always... That's why I knew she would do anything to protect you. If you want to know how strong her resolve to protect you was, look at her staff. Her staff, that one with the sword in it. The day the plan was to be carried out arrived soon enough. We met for the first time at Hasagura Temple. That's when your mother showed me her special stuff. I realized it then, just how far she was willing to go. She was ready to use that sword to protect you from Morgan Fay if necessary. Yes, even if it meant paying the ultimate price. Mother. That night, the night of the crime, there was just one way to stop Morgan's evil plan. You mean Pearls, don't you? You had to make sure she didn't channel Dahlia Hawthorne. Well, Pearl, what are you going to do tonight? Well, if you like, you can come to my room. Perhaps we can read some books together. We thought we could prevent her from playing her part in Morgan's plan. But she never showed up. She was worried and followed me to the inner temple. That was the thing we were most afraid of. And that's why Faye had to do the channeling herself. She'd channel Dahlia Hawthorne into her own body. Oh, okay, it'll make sense now. What do you mean? If she channeled the spirit first? then Paris wouldn't be able to do it herself. As Master of Grain, Mr. Faye's power was supreme, so that's how it went down. She channeled Dahlia Hawthorne so that Pearl Faye wouldn't be able to. What? Is this true? My role in the plan was to make sure no one was going to hurt Maya Faye. That's why I hid myself at the inner temple. Just in case you needed to be saved from Dahlia Hawthorne. Got it. Anyway, that's all I'm going to admit to. Try it. Huh? There's no doubt about it. You're a great defense attorney. But you're going to have to do the rest yourself. The background leading up to this incident has been laid bare. There's just one question remaining, Mr. Wright. Who killed the victim? There are only 2 possible suspects right now. Oh shit. I'm hearing the decision thing. Gonna say... Okay. Maya Faye? And I'm sad to say you, Mr. Koda. Okay. Well tried. You're the real deal. And finish this thing once and for all. Show us beyond a shadow of a doubt that you can finish this on your own. No, Nick. Please don't. Maya. I heard the whole thing from my sister in the medical office. That's why I have to protect Mr. Kodak. I can't do it. I can't testify against him. After all, he's the man who put his life on the line to protect Mia and me too. Maya, I know that. Nick. But even so, doesn't absolve him of his crime. Please, Maya, testify. Oh boy. Miss Faye, your testimony, please. And this is the final testimony. Don't bother trying to hide anything, because I'll know. I want to hear the truth from your own lips. I understand. I'm sure you're right. I'm ready now, Nick. Oh, me? Kinda sucks. Alright, young lady, tell us about the moments before you lost consciousness. What exactly happened at the time of the murder? The time of the murder. Just before it happened, I think I saw some red lights, 3 of them. I thought I'd ask for help, but just then I was splattered with blood. She wasn't dead though, and she struck back at the enemy behind her. Suddenly the red lights went out and the whole area was dark. Just at that moment there was a horrible scream. But after that, Dahlia collapsed and I lost consciousness. Okay. These red lights? I thought you said you don't remember seeing them. I'm sorry. Thought I saw them. But then they disappear all of a sudden. Oh. Things break, right? Even the best of theories. Who was it that stabbed Misty Faye? Looks like you still can't prove it. May I tell the truth this time? I know it. The rest is up to me. Okay. Well then, Mr. Wright. Proceed with your final cross-examination of the witness. Oh, final cross-examination. Damn. Okay. Does it already happen? I think I saw some red lights, 3 of them. Light shining in the dark. I don't think you could make a mistake about that. Yeah, you're right. I think I saw them, but I can't say for certain. And I can't tell you for sure they were from Mr. Koda's mask either. I don't get the feeling she's covering for him anymore, but... Okay, press harder. Just after that, you turned towards the lights and called for help. Isn't that because you thought the lights were coming from Mr. Koda's mask? Yeah, I guess so. Maybe that's what I was thinking at the time. But I can't remember after all. There was a person I couldn't identify in front of me. My life was in terrible danger at the time. There's no way she can remember the details of this scene perfectly. Okay, alright then. Go on with the testimony. What did you do when you saw the red lights? I asked for help, but just then I was splattered with blood. That blood, was it Talia Hawthorne's blood? I think so, probably. Just at that moment, I heard a soft scream that seemed to be close by me. It was a woman's voice. So that was when the killer stabbed the victim from behind with the murder weapon? Is that right? At that time, Maya was in the middle of a really dangerous situation. Anyway, the victim was stabbed by the murder weapon. What happened after that? She wasn't dead though, and she struck back at the enemy behind her. Okay. Struck back. How do you know that? Well, you're right. I didn't see it exactly, but I could tell by the sounds of their breathing and movement, and also the smell of blood. Okay. I've witnessed more horror than any young lady should ever have to in one life. So then, what do you do at that point? I couldn't move. I could just barely make out their shadows moving in the dark, but I had no idea what to do. Could you still see the red lights you mentioned earlier? Yes, I think so. But okay, suddenly the red lights went out and the whole area was dark. They went out. Yes, suddenly I couldn't see them at all. What could it mean? If the red lights were coming from Godot's mask and they went out right in the middle of a fight, maybe the mask was damaged? Or maybe it was knocked off. Or maybe the batteries ran out. Right. Or maybe those little red pinhead looking lights just stopped working. What could have really happened then? Just at that moment, there was a horrible scream. Oh? What do you mean by just at that moment? Do you mean the moment when the red lights went out? Yes, that's right. The scream that you heard then, was it Talia Hawthorne? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it was a man's voice. Okay, so then that scream came from the killer. That's gotta be it. I think Talia Hawthorne must have taken the blade and attacked the killer with it. And then the killer let out a scream of pain, huh? After that, the killer stole the blade back and delivered the final blow, I guess. Well, Mr. Wright, seems to make sense to me. That's like a reasonable deduction, but I still kinda wonder. Time to save. That sounds about right. There's a contradiction. I'm sorry to say this, but that interpretation would create an enormous contradiction. That makes sense. After all, my deductions are almost certainly never correct. Okay. Remember the testimony she just gave before the killer let out a scream. Maya said she had already been splattered by the victim's blood. In other words, the blade in the staff had already been plunged into the victim. Is that right? She couldn't have struck back with a sword that was already stuck in her body. A weapon that caused the killer to let out a scream must have been something other than the staff. The dagger then. If you're so sure about that, then don't keep us waiting any longer. Try it. It's only one thing I can think of that could have been used as a weapon here. If Talia Hawthorne had already been stabbed in the back by the staff, what could she have used to strike back at the killer? The dagger? Naturally, the dagger the killer brought to the scene of the crime. Oh, that's right, I forgot about that. This dagger was found at the crime scene, stuck into a pine tree. Yes, the detective found that this morning and brought it to me. Talia Hawthorne struck back at the killer with this, and she managed to wound him as well. Just because he let out a scream doesn't mean that he was wounded. For all we know, the blood on the dagger could have been from the victim. No, you analyzed it, dummy. Have forgotten that the blood test already been tested? Since we learned it wasn't the victim's blood, it must be the killer's blood. The killer must have a wound somewhere on his body. Do you have a new wound, Godard? So you're saying the blood on this dagger belongs to the killer? Exactly. A DNA analysis of the blood would prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt. And yes, Mr. Godard, it would prove that it's your blood. Didn't he bring up the knife though? Why would he bring up the knife with his own blood in it? That don't make sense to me. Nice theory, Wright. Order in the court. Is this the end? Have I done it? I don't think so. Even he won't be able to change the result of a scientific test. Huh. Let me ask you something, Wright. Let's just say that it turned out that I was the killer. Do you really think I would be stupid enough to leave evidence like that? What? Just think for a second. This dagger was found this morning by a detective and brought to me. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Why would he present it if it was incriminating to him? There was already blood on it, correct? But even so, I was the one who brought this dagger here to the courtroom. Yes, what does that prove? Well, if I really were the killer, I could have washed the blade off and then planted another person's blood on it. It can't be. In any case, there's one thing I can guarantee, Wright. That blood, it doesn't belong to me. Not a chance. Okay. Why? In any event, it seems to be established that the killer was wounded. Alright then, witness, continue your testimony. Oh. Wait a minute. What's the problem? I know I probably shouldn't say this, but there's a big contradiction in Nick's explanation. Wow. He turned it around on me? He's objecting to me? I'm the objector. What do you mean? Maya? This dagger, you said that it wounded the killer. That's right. But if Mr. Goda had really been cut with the dagger, his clothes should be bloody or have a rip in them, right? Well, not. We could have changed clothes, so. Maya? Maybe he just changed his clothes? That solved the contradiction pretty easily. What are you talking about? It's not that simple at all. Remember back to the day of the murder. Everyone that was on the inner temple side got trapped there. That's right. And once the bridge was fixed and the bullets headed for the inner temple, Mr. Koto was already there waiting for them. Oh, that's right. I didn't even think of that. Okay. He never had a chance to change his clothes. He didn't go to anywhere. Oh, I don't know. Okay. Order, what happened? Well, maybe he brought a change of clothes with him. But no one could have predicted the lightning strike that shut down the bridge. Why would anyone have brought a change of clothes? Okay, everyone's against him now. Did the judge take smart pills during the last recess? Yeah, he's making a lot of smart statements now. Well then, maybe the killer took off his clothes before he committed the murder. That way he wouldn't get any blood on them. That's impossible, Wright. You know how cold it gets up there late at night. After a few minutes with no clothes on, you'd be frozen solid. It's kind of weird to take off your clothes. Anyway, what are we thinking? That's the theory. That's okay. Everyone's weird. Okay. Huh. So that's all you got. I knew you weren't tough enough to finish this. Right now, if Mia Fey were here, she would have closed the book on this case already. If Mia Fey were here, so come on, Trey, can you do it or not? Okay. How about Mr. Wright? You've accused Mr. Cora of being the killer, but can you prove it? Have you got even one piece of evidence? I'm gonna say because I feel like he's gonna ask. Okay. Okay, the question isn't whether I can prove it or not. The fact is I have to prove it. That's the only choice I have. I was taught that it's one of the rules of being a lawyer. I can prove it. I'm going to bring your magnificent vengeance to fruition, just as you want it. Okay. Oh, that's good. A fighter till the bitter end, right? Since there's just one piece of evidence that can prove your point, why don't we go for the unlimited penalty? Are you trying to pressure me, Mr. Gordon? Okay. Okay. I mean, I've been with the unlimited penalty for a while because I'm pretty low and everything. You try to pressure me, Mr. Gordon, because it doesn't matter to me. I've got the one piece of evidence I need. Give me a break. You've got nothing right. What do I do at a time like this? Simple. I gotta think outside the box and approach this from a different angle. I'm not sure what I have to present. Alright then, Mr. Wright, let's hear what you got. It's one thing I've demonstrated in the previous cross-examination. The killer was wounded. That was proven by the blood on the dagger. But we decided it was impossible for him to have hidden such a wound. If he had been cut by a dagger, there should have been a blood stain on his clothing. There's one place the killer could have hidden his wound. What did you say? Hidden? Okay. This is it, my last stand. I need to think about this from a different angle. I don't need to think about why there were no blood stains on his clothing. I need to show how he hid the wound. It's the end of the line, the final stop trial. Let's hear what you got. Where's this location where you say the killer hid his wound? Ah, shit. What is this? Have we ever used this? Yes. Yes. Yeah. I think. Where he hit his wound. I'm not sure. Wait. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. I have a few things that from. What do you hide? Ooh. The location where he hit the wound. Huh. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. I'm stumped by this. Location? It's got to be a location. I'm not sure, man. God. I'm gonna attempt it with the temple. I don't know, it's asking for a location, so somewhere in the map. I'm lost with this one. I'm gonna try things. I saved, right? I think I saved, so we can try things. I don't feel confident with that one. I don't know what you're talking about. Frankly, I don't need to know. What I do know is that you'll never be half the lure she was. Isn't that right, Trite? Well, it looks like you've proven one thing. You're nothing but a fake. Oh, wait a minute, give me one. Oops. I don't think so. A promise is a promise. Oh, it was fine while it lasted. See you later, Trite. Whoops. Messed up that one. That's enough. This girl seems further belong. Blah blah blah. It is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. This girl finds the defendant Iris. Wait, Iris? We went back to Iris again. Okay. There's okay. Wait, how is she there? What? Okay. I thought we cleared her out. Why is she accused again? Alright, let's try this again then. Okay. I'll save here so that I have to skip so much. Okay. One place. Hold on. Save again. Okay. 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 Okay, okay. Surface location. Ah, shit. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, frankly. I don't need to know. Oops. Oops. Oh, I can't pause it here. I have to watch all the shit. Okay. Okay. Yep, I can't. Okay. No, I'm confused, man. I don't know the answer. I don't want to look it up either. What What is it? Occasionally you say the killer hit the wound. Hit. Oh, no. Never mind. How do you hide a wound? The pine tree? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, damn it, I can't even pause it again. Okay. I don't understand the concept of hiding the wound. Please, how do you hide a wound? Hide a wound. Bloody clothes. Hide a wound. I mean, hide the clothes that were bloody. That's what you mean by hiding a wound. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure, man. Okay. Just try things out because I'm lost, man. Oh man, how many times am I gonna fail? Location. Location. Like, wait, I was thinking maybe his goggles, like under his goggles? Wait, how do I prove that? I'm presenting his profile. No, never mind. Never mind. Wait, what? Oh, that give me okay chills. Mia was there. Oh, so that was right. Oh, such a snail. Mia. It can't be. You're living on through him. Even as we speak, you're still hiding the wound. Yeah, under the goggles, I guess, right? It's beneath your mask. During the fight, I thought of that before, but I don't know why I didn't think of. I thought I didn't have the goggles, so that wasn't an option. I guess I didn't think of the profiles. Thinking more of evidence, because they were still talking about location. As in a place. Not in the body, but I thought of a place. I don't know. Okay. During the fight, the red lights given off by the killer suddenly disappeared. Seconds later, the killer let out a scream. That's right, your mask went flying off your face. Mr. Goddard, would you mind removing your mask? If you have a dagger wound under this somewhere, then I'd say this whole case is solved. Oh. Okay. Just exploded his goggles. Okay. Just now, I saw her spirit in you. I never liked you. 6 years ago, you helped the woman who put me to sleep by hiding her bottle of poison. And then, while I was sleeping, you let Mia die. But you didn't care. You just kept living your pathetic happy-go-lucky life. You even had the nerve to follow in her footsteps as a lawyer. I could never forgive you. That's what I thought. Mr. Kodak. But I was wrong about you. I knew it from the very beginning. The truth is, the only person I could never find it in my heart to forgive was me. You yourself. I was the one that failed to protect me. Me and no one else. I tried to avert my eyes from the truth, to escape from the harshness of reality. I just couldn't face Mia's death head on, so I ran. I hid behind a mask. I threw away my true name. I couldn't even deal with being a defense attorney anymore, so I quit. But you saved Maya. Yeah, that was my plan. Up until just now, anyway. What do you mean? Are you listening, Maya? If I had really wanted to save you, then there's one person that I should have gone and talked to right away. Who would that be? Nick? Are you talking about Nick? But I didn't do it. I tried to get the help of Iris and your mother, but I closed my eyes to the most important man involved. Do you know why? The real reason? No, why? I suppose I wasn't really interested in saving you at all. Huh? I think I was just trying to salvage what's left of my own broken soul. I was trying to make up for the fact that I couldn't save Mia, nothing more. That's why I let you walk right into a situation that I knew was dangerous. Forgive me. You're wrong. You put your life on the line to save Maya. Was it really for Maya's sake? Even I'm not really sure. What do you mean by that? That night, in the darkness of the garden, when I saw her silhouette, a part of me must have known the truth. The truth that it wasn't really Dahlia Hawthorne standing there in front of me. It could have been Misty Faye, or even that little girl. But I still picked up the blade. It was like I was dreaming. I'm not sure exactly what was going on in my mind at the point. Was I really motivated by the pure desire to protect Maya Faye? Or was it something else? Revenge? Was it my hatred for a woman who had stolen everything from me 6 years earlier? Could it have been simply a desire for revenge? And now, I don't know anything anymore. I did learn something today, however. I finally realized that I was the arrogant one. I was just chasing an illusion, a fantasy. The stupid fantasy of defeating you in the courtroom. You were the one who made me realize my folly. You never ran away from Mia's death. Instead, you picked up where she left off, as a true defender of the people. Oh? In that one moment, I understood everything. Mr. Godad. I think you already know this, but if you don't, my name is Diego Armando. Mr. Armando, I believe in you. I know you were trying to save me. Oh boy. Thanks. Oh, it says Armando now on the tag thing. Your wound, it's bleeding. Huh. Did you forget already? In my world, the color red doesn't exist. This must be my tears. Tears? Ever since I woke up from my coma, I think I've been waiting for this very moment. Mr. Armando. You do well to remember this, Maya. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. Man. Poor Gold, man. Feel bad. This time, it really is all over, isn't it? Defendant? Yes, Your Honor. Although you weren't directly involved in the murder, tampering with the body and the crime scene is a serious offense in itself. Yeah, she was what's it called? Wow, the word escapes my mind now. Someone, she assisted in the murder or something. Man, I completely forgot the word. Accomplice, that's the word. God damn. I understand, Your Honor. Mr. Armando explained that to me very carefully. I knew the risk and I willingly cooperated in any way. Very well. But before I hand down my verdict, is there anything you'd like to say? Well, there is one thing. I'd like to say something to Mr. Wright. I want to apologize to you. Apologize to me for what? For the case 5 years ago, of course. Oh. Yes, I remember. I just remember. Weren't you poisoned by your own lover? Not exactly, but yeah, something like that. She tried to. Even now, 5 years later, I can hardly believe it. She was going to do it. She was planning to kill me. Well, Dahlia, not her. Is that all that surprising? The two of you hardly knew each other. Huh? What do you mean? You and my sister. You only met twice. Huh? We only met twice? The first time you met was on that fateful day. The day she poisoned Mr. Armando in the cafeteria of this very courthouse. The next time you met her was 8 months later. Wait a minute, did they switch? Did they switch on him? You met her again on the day that she stole your cold medicine. And Dark Solo was killed. No way, it just can't be true. I mean, during our whole relationship we were... For those 8 months. The woman that you thought was Talia Hawthorne wasn't actually my sister. Oh? What? Oh, what? They switched on... Yep. Iris was dating Nick. What the hell? What's going on here? What in the... Okay. Uh-huh. It wasn't Dahlia. I hope one day you can forgive me. Feeny. Oh. You mean... That's right. I lied to you for 8 months. Oh, but why did they do that? But why? Why would you do such a thing? That's exactly what I asked. Ever since she gave you the bottle that day, my sister was trying to get it back as soon as she possibly could. Because of the police investigation and their surveillance, she couldn't move about freely. So that's why you... My sister, from the beginning, she was prepared for the worst. Prepared for the worst? She thought that you might somehow discover the truth. That's why she was always ready to deal with you at a moment's notice. I mean, she was ready to kill me, don't you? I already had so much to answer for. I didn't want any more sins of her soul. I begged her not to do it, and she agreed to give me a chance. And that's why it came to me. It came to get the bottle pendant back from me in her place. But I couldn't get you to give it back. I failed at something even as simple as that. 8 months passed and I still couldn't get it back from you. Finally, my sister couldn't wait any longer. Okay. Yeah, and that happened. She didn't consult me about her plans for you that day. It was the first time that had ever happened. Wait a minute. Let me fix something real quick with my phone. Alright. Okay, we're good. That was a bit strange, wasn't it? Up until that day, you two were partners in crime. She would comfort with you. I think she must have noticed. Noticed what? My feelings for you. If I had found out she was planning to kill you, I would have done whatever was necessary to stop her. Oh. Even if it meant her life. Oops, I didn't read the last bit. Iris. After spending those 8 months by your side, my feelings towards you, they changed. I have something to say to you too. Yes? You really are the person I always thought you were. Even after Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, I still believed in you. Oh. Thank you. Oh. That's cute. How many cups of darkness have I drank over the years? Even I don't know. I'll tell you though. Right now, this one here is the greatest cup I think I've ever had. Don't you think so, Phoenix Wright? Oh, he didn't call me trite. We're drinking coffee together. Are we pros now? Yeah, I think you're right. The purpose of this trial was to rule on the murder of the victim Elisa name. At some point I expect you will be tried for your role as an accomplice in this case. I understand, Your Honor. Very well. On the charge of murder, I hereby find the defendant not guilty. Let's go. At the final one, final not guilty. Court is now adjourned. Where's the confetti and shit that we always see? Oh, me? Well, it's not that happy of an ending, so I guess. But we're always used to the confetti when we won the cases. So I guess it's all over. The way everything ended was just justice really served. The man who risked his life to save Maya is being sent to prison by my own hand. Of course justice was served. Yeah. Mia, I'm proud of you. Phoenix. Your defense was truly brilliant. But I couldn't save Mr. Armando, the man who cares so deeply for you. You're wrong, Phoenix. You did save Diego. You saved him in the only way possible. You mean with that verdict? I think one day you'll understand too. Phoenix, I want you to remember one thing. You were as good as out there today as any defense attorney could ever hope to be. There's nothing more you can learn from me. Mia, you've accomplished something I wasn't able to. I owe you a great deal. Thank you. Mia, I'm sure we'll meet again. Someday, Phoenix. Oh. I've handled lots of cases and seen a lot of things. And along this journey I've found myself asking just one question. What does it really mean to defend someone? I suppose today's case produced one possible answer. Oh, Maya. Nick. Maya. I guess it's just like my sis said. Mia, what did you say? That night when I channeled Mia to get her advice on what to do, this is what she wrote back in my notebook. Don't worry, Phoenix will save everyone in the end. Oh. But... come on, cut it out with that gloomy face. Can't you see? Me, sis, and I'm sure Iris too. We owe you for everything you have done for us, Nick. Maya. How can you be so bright and chipper after all that's happened? You were brutally attacked, you even saw your mother murdered. Oh my god. I completely forgot Francisco was this case appeared. What was she doing at all of this? She was doing deluxe or something? I don't know. Francisca. Still as softy as always, Phoenix Wright. Excellent work, right? Huh, Mr. Edgeworth, when did you get back? Oh, that's right. I guess no one filled her in on that. Edgeworth and Francisca have actually been helping me. Helping you? If these two hadn't been here on the first day of the trial, the defense wouldn't have gotten anywhere. Wow, but where were you, Nick? I was almost dead. I heard he fell into a river and got a nasty cold, which forced him to sleep all day. Yes, he laid in bed, shivering from his fever, with Iris' hood pulled over his head. Oh, ouch. Talk about embarrassing, Nick. You definitely need more training. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. And you too, Francisca. I don't suppose Woody's. Oh my god, Larry. There's room for me in this group, huh? Is there? Oh, Larry. What's with the music though? What's with the longer than usual face? I realized something when I was reborn. I realized that Larry was never of any use to anyone, not even once. That's not true, right, Nick? Wait, okay, actually, I want to say because sometimes it asks me at the end to present something that to prove that they helped or something, so I'm gonna save here. What, you're asking me? Well, Nick, is it true? I got a place in this world, right? Huh? Yeah, of course. I knew it. Everyone would be better off if I were gone for good. No. Oh yeah. Those portraits you painted, they were really good. Isn't that right, Edgeworth? What? Me? Why are you making that face, huh, Edgy? Oh, well, yes, indeed. I certainly can't say that they lack resemblance. Do you really mean it? What about you, Francie? Did I draw you well, too? My beauty can't possibly be captured by a mere crayon. Okay. Nevertheless, I recognize the effort you put into it, and that's worth something. Okay, Maya, put her in her place. So then you'll do it, like you promised. You're going to model for my next picture, but Francis Whitpin, what? Don't get carried away. Well, how about that? I guess painting portraits is the only thing I'm good at. The painting of Pearl was pretty darn good too, if you ask me. Huh? Now that you mention it, I haven't seen her around. Pearls, where could she have gone? Well, she was channeling Mia for a second there. No matter, she would have made a beeline for Maya. Oh, I'll go look for her. Be right back. What happened? Hey, Pearly. Right. You seem to be uncharacteristically puzzled. I suspect you are wondering how Maya can be so cheerful despite all that has happened. Yeah. To be honest, I can't understand it either. Francisca. That's right. She lost her father fairly recently as well. I think I understand how she feels. Maya is a much wiser person than she appears, and I think she realizes something. That was exactly the time when she needs to be as strong as she can. Well, what do you mean by now is exactly the time? Maya wasn't the only one that was badly wounded by this incident. In fact, there was someone that was hurt far more deeply than she. I believe it's for that person that Maya is trying her best not to cry. Someone who has hurt more deeply than Maya. Edgeworth, I think I'm starting to understand too. Wait, I'm gonna say here actually. If you're gonna ask me who is it? Ow. And tell me, Phoenix Wright, you know, who is Maya being strong for? Yeah. Or pearls. I'm not sure actually. I must say pearls. Pearl Faith. The poor kid, after all the reason that she worked so hard to follow the instructions, was because she loved and believed in her mother, Morgan. It's for the good of the Fae clan. I'm sure she believed in every last word. She thought she was doing it for Maya. That's why she was so happy. It shows how truly devoted she is to Maya. But it's a cruel irony that it was her exuberance that led to this tragedy. Maya Faye's mother was killed and Maya herself was put into the deepest peril imaginable. That's exactly why Maya is putting on a brave face. She's doing it for Pearl's sake, until she can see her smile again. Oh hey, so this is where you all were. Well, looks like we got... Oh, yeah, what was that for, sir? Sorry about that, Scruffy. My web just seems to have a mind of its own. What's up, the Gumshoe? What's up, buddy? Last time we talked? Oh, you know, this and that. Anyway, congrats on your win. Let's go out tonight, pal. Dinner's on me. I thought it was just sort of kind of gone down by a 20 winny bit, but a teeny winny bit, but it's alright. I made reservations at first-class French restaurant tonight. Wait, who's paying for that then? Pretty good work, Scruffy. That whip was your reward. I don't think it's kinky that way. I'm Detective Gumshoe. You said a first-class French restaurant. You don't mean... Tribulations? Where else? Oh boy. I knew it. We're doomed. Come on, let's go everyone. Can't keep Maggie waiting, pal. Yeah, you crybaby, you're invited too. Oh, that's Gumshoe talking. Whoops. Yeah, you're invited too. Oh, forget about it. Pearl and I will be at the loser shack eating potatoes. You know, Maya's taking an awfully long time to get back. She's still out looking for pearls. What is that? What? Oh, why the long face? Oh, Maya, what's wrong? Nick, what do I do? Pearly, I can't find her anywhere. Huh? I'll bet she just went back home, that's all. I thought so too, so I called the village. But no one has heard from her. This has never happened before. As I figure, she has been badly hurt by this incident. She was responsible for the tragedy that has befallen you, Maya. But none of this was her fault. What should I do? Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, what is it, pal? Did you guys go on ahead? But what about you? Maya and I will join you guys once we find pearls. Nick. Don't worry about us, Detective Gumshoe. We may be a little late, but we'll definitely be there. Have a lot of celebrating to do tonight, and I wouldn't miss it for the world. Yeah, but you're the... Very well, Phoenix Wright. We'll go on ahead. Don't keep us waiting, right? We won't. But where should we look? Where could Pearly have gone? Let's go, Maya. There's only one place I can think of that pearls might have gone to. Where the... Oh. There? Okay. Asakura Temple, main gate. Asakura Temple. For pearls, I bet this is a very important place. After all, it's where this whole incident started. What's this? You're all back again so soon? Just the beginning. I thought we'd be eating mashed potatoes alone tonight. So she's here? Pearly's here? She's in the training hall. Why don't you hurry along and go see her? Okay. Okay, we found her. Nice. Pearly's not here. Ah. Maya, the hanging scroll. Ah, it was clean. Someone cleaned it off. It's got to be pearls. Ah! Mystic Maya! Pearly! Why did you just leave like that? Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! Okay. She's sad though. I swore that I would never trouble the two of you ever again. Because it's all my fault that Mystic Maya's mother... That's why you came here. It's the least I could do, to pray for your happiness. You don't have to do that, Pearly. It wasn't your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. Of course I'm sad that my mother's gone, but how do I say this? I'm still happy. You don't have to lie just to make me feel better. No, really. It's true. The only reason I'm still here at all is thanks to everyone who was there for me. My sis, my mother, Mr. Armando, Nick, and you. If even one of you weren't there, I'm sure I wouldn't still be alive right now. That's why I have to be strong. For all the people that were there for me when I needed them. That's all I can really do. Mystic Maya. I'm impressed. You truly are the daughter of Misty. Mr. Bikini. Your mother, Mystic Misty, was a strong woman indeed. I want to tell you what she said to me that night. Oh. After dishonoring the good name of Grain, I don't have the right to face my daughter. But still, Maya is always in my thoughts. It's true. She'll always be with me until the day I die. Okay, that's nice. Your spirit was with her, that's why your mother was so strong. Even at the end, I'm sure she had no regrets. She'll always be with me until the day I die, huh? There's a rule or something all masters are to follow, isn't there? To never take the charm off until the day you die. That's the master talisman. The thing that Mystic kept by her heart and would never take off. It wasn't the container that was important, rather it was the contents. Oh, what's that? That's... a photo. Ah. Mother. Just a photo. Let me see it. It's only natural for living creatures to fight to protect their own lives. Wait a minute. Is the thing good? My thing is stuck at some. Hold on. What is going on here? Huh. Wait, I'm checking stuff. Yeah, we're good. Okay. What makes us human is that we fight for others. But who do you fight for? How hard must you fight? That's the true measure of what human life is worth. We defense attorneys are warriors who are constantly challenged by that question. Oh, that's good. The little Mia and Maya. You're so cute. Even when the battle is over and the bonds that connect us are severed, we always return, time and time again. Mia, Maya, Pearls, Mr. Armando. Wait, they broke it before. Okay. Alright. And Maya's mother. Wait, did we know that? I forgot that if we knew that they broke the thing first. And Maya's mother too. I learned that from all of them. Well, shall we get going? Everything is waiting. Everyone is waiting. Ah, this is a day to remember. A day when a lot of things were finally put to rest. I think we should celebrate what we've overcome today. But I still can't. Oh, go on, sweetie. You can come back for training anytime. Okay. Alright, I'm going to make a brand new start too. Sister Bikini, I'll be back for more training, I promise. I know, and I won't go easy on you just because you're the future master. I'll make sure to prepare reservations for 3 for when you come back. Whoa! Alright, we're going to have a great feast today, Pearly. You know why? Because training is a battle of endurance. Okay, Mystic Maya, I'll eat lots and lots of food tonight. You know, there's one thing I don't get. I probably don't want to, but... What is it, Nick? What's wrong with my thing? It keeps freezing. Oh. My phone is just acting up, I think. Hold on. Till then. Yeah, we're good. Alright. What is it, Nick? Reservations for training is fine and all. But why for 3? Am I gonna be doing the training too? Come on, what do you think? You're one of us, Nick. Next time you can train right alongside us. Oh, God. Huh. I'll be waiting for you. Since the beginning will take special care of you. Okay. Huh? It'll be great, Nick. We're going to do the special curse naturally. Huh? A great idea. After all, Mr. Nick, you'd do anything for Mystic Maya, wouldn't you? Even walk on hot coals, right? We'll have a nice big meal before we come next time, right, Nick? Nick is just... You know, I was wondering if I can say just one little thing. Sure, of course you can. Oh, I love this part. I can't wait to hear it. I'm getting goosebumps too. Well then, here goes nothing. Okay. The final objection. Oh boy. Okay, that's it. Wait. Have some more story. I really have to work extra. That's Green and the office manager of Wright and Co. And I have to be a good big sister to Pearly and Nick too. Well, as long as I'm not locked up or captured or something like that. Okay, let's see, we have some backstory. Wow, we made it. The end. Wow. Early. So it's true, Mr. Necroly's mysticized knight in shining armor. We went through with the special course all the way to the end. Actually, I heard there's a legendary extra special ultra course here too. I think I'll surprise the two of them by making them a secret reservation. You did the training? Oh man, good job. Okay. Wow. Gumshoe. Thank you for me a brand new coat as a present. I feel 10 years younger. I'll never take it off. Yes, but somehow you just don't seem the same. I guess a dirty, shabby old overcoat is just more detective-like. Don't worry about it. In the name of love, a man will soil himself silly. Okay. Alright. Wow. Mr. I am once again in your debt. Thanks to you, the treasure of Kring, except was a great success. I haven't got to see Miss Bon Karma, who I haven't seen for almost a year. He taught me how to use a whip and said that I must show you what I've learned. Okay. To Andrews. Get the exhibit going on. Okay. This guy. This is I started a company called The Mask Consulting. We're dedicated to stopping the evil plans of all the criminals in the city. Our motto is cut it out please. Pretty cute, huh? Well, we also sell plans to the criminals as kind of side business. I wonder if that's okay. Sometimes I think maybe we're the worst criminals. Okay. Main programming. Okay. I wanted to show my appreciation to Mr. Wright for exterminating blah blah, so I lent him 500,000 and a tea-set, special thick tea, one I mix with my own two hands. I bet he's drinking it now. Win through compromise. This creepy girl. Okay. This mess. I'm just old and in the way. A wrinkly, grumpy clown knows ways of flesh. At least that's what I thought. When my grandkids had a birthday party for me, talk about embarrassing 69-year-olds, and I cried like a baby with a dirty diaper. Okay. Right. Right. Who else? This girl. As usual, we have an abundance of work to do, so we'll hire a new programmer to replace Klein Elliot. I do hope everyone will get along. His name is Adamada. As soon as I heard his name, I knew our brain circuits would align perfectly. Adamada? Who was that? I don't remember. I'm guessing we've seen them in some other place. My, more reporters. Since the murder we've made so much money, I hardly know what to do. I think the magazines like us because I provide such a nice visual, especially in spring. I can hardly wait for Iris to come back. Okay. Oh man, what a journey. That was great. That was a great game, man. Is that it? Oh, Dahlia? Iris. You turned into such a respectable man, Feeny. It was so sweet of you and everyone else to come and visit me here. Of course, I was happy that you constantly had your eyes on me, but it felt kind of bad when the little one slapped you so hard you got a nosebleed. Okay. Well, Pearls didn't want him to see her. What the heck? Oh. Phoenix Wright. Ben Grooming Judd. But the boy's actor? Okay. I guess so. Such for Sean? Sion? Sean? Mia Fey, Christina Catal. Okay. Alright. It's kinda cool credits showing voice actors. Coda, James C. Wilson. Alright. Coffee Man. Franziska was Janet Zhu. Oh, this man's. The annoying one. Winston Payne was David Crislett. I don't know any of these people. What? What's this? I'm back from a long and tired vacation. I guess while I was gone, my little whippersnapper body quit. And now, okay, and what kind of lonely, crazy security room is this supposed to be anyway? What with all the flashing light and switches, I feel like some sort of space. And now what I'm going to do with all this make it blah, I bring the edgy. Nobody can accept this, I'm afraid. Something just hard. Oh, when we find... Oh my god, she talks too fast, man. This woman can't shut up. Old bag. Finally found something I love to do. As this whippity whip trip, I'm just gonna turn blah blah blah. I should have realized it sooner. Self-centered, lazy, antisocial. I'm an artist, a really good portrait artist. I'm not a loser after all. I'm glad you found your place, Larry. Poor Larry. That's so much shit on him. But oh, good picture with my buddies, Maya and Pearls, Kurt, Mia, Mystic, Goddard. I like it. That's it? Wow. Capcom, we made it. Bridge to the Turnabout. Is that it? It's gonna send me to the beginning? Player only cries once it's over? Okay. We did it! We did it! Thing? Put in the game, is it? Yeah, we did it, I guess. Alright, let me check. Yeah, episode 5, Bridge to Turnabout is done. Alright, we did it. Wow, we finally made it after, I believe, over 2 years since I started the trilogy. And yeah, what a journey it was. It was great. I love this game. Yeah, the last case was really good, I think. I got confused a bit. My theory was wrong about Mia being the killer, but I was surprised. I wasn't expecting Godo to be involved. But yeah, that was really good. And overall, the trilogy is great. I recommend it to anyone. And, not just for people that like visual novels or stuff like that. I think it would be fun for anyone. I think it's really fun. It's really good. The story is very funny. Really great characters and character building throughout the whole thing, I think. And yeah, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Yeah, I totally recommend. I think that like the third one is one of the most popular ones of the trilogy from what I've heard. Yeah, I can see there's all the connections and the older one of some of the beginning cases to the last case and all that connection. And yeah, I guess I think the second one didn't have that much of a connection in between cases or something like that. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, they all had their big moments, I think. So yeah, I really liked all of them. But yeah, I'm glad I could finally play this. And yeah, I loved it. And I totally recommend it, like I said, to anyone that wants to play it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for Phoenix Wright. We finally finished the trilogy. Wow, man. And yeah, like I said, I loved it. But yeah, that's gonna be it. No more objections, no more hold it, no more nothing. We're done. The game is done. Wow, we made it.